Good evening. Bringing you more news more often. This is AFN Newsline. I'm SSgt Steve German. A Navy research submarine damaged by fire off the United States Pacific coast is now stabilized and floating. The sub's crew is safely ashore. The USS Dolphin reported flooding Tuesday afternoon in heavy seas about 100 miles southwest of San Diego. The sub's commander decided to abandon ship because the fire was hard to control. The Coast Guard and the oceanographic research vessel USS McGaw rescued all 43 people on board. It's all about being ready for combat in the 1st Armored Division. Specialist Lara Gonzalez reports on 1st AD's gunnery at the Combat Maneuver Training Center in Hohenfels, Germany.
1st Armored Division's 1st Brigade and 1st Battalion 4th Air Defense Artillery Regiment mean business when it comes to training. They spend weeks at the Combat Maneuver Training Center where they learn how to fight against an opposing force, both on land as dismounts and behind armed vehicles. Equipped with the multiple integrated laser engagement system or MILES gear, a beeping sound or a whoopee light on their Bradley fighting vehicles lets them know when they've been hit by the enemy.
Hey, Schaefer! He dead too. We got one guy left.
1AD's 1st Battalion 4th Air Defense Artillery Regiment's 1st Platoon leader, 1st Lieutenant Jason Legros, says the training is all about learning from your mistakes to make you better.
We're out here focusing on training. We're training our crews on their dismount drills. Every time we come out here, we learn more, we train more, and we don't make the same mistakes twice. We never know what's going to happen. We have to train as we fight, and we need to continue to train.
Reporting from the Combat Maneuver Training Center in Hohenfels, Specialist Lara Gonzalez, AFN News.
Department of Defense dependent school students from across Europe had a chance to take the political plunge by setting up a mock government with a Senate and Oval Office. Specialist Scott Cole followed the students in their attempt to understand how the U.S. government works and sometimes doesn't work.
Checks and balances are the foundation on which the American government was built. The Senate and Oval Office were designed to keep watch on one another. And this year, DOD students from across Europe were picked to participate in the Model United States Senate, a kind of on-the-job training program giving students a chance to run the government.
We got here, we basically had the opening ceremonies, and then we went into caucusing, to find out where your party stands, to make sure everybody understands our party lines. Then we went into committee sessions. What we did is we debated our bills in committee first, and the bills that got passed out of committee we're now debating in the plenary sessions.
They had their own Senate that had open debates, partisanship, deal-making, and of course, the vote. Each student played the part of one of the 100 senators who presently hold a seat in Congress.
I'm Senator Tom Daschle. He's the Senate Majority Leader.
I'm George Allen, a Republican from Virginia.
They also had an Oval Office run by President George W. Bush and her staff. In the course of a week, they worked hard to digest current political issues and decide what their party platform needed to push and what needed to be vetoed.
The veto power I've only used once so far, and it was a little distressing to me because I wanted to make sure that I was making the right choice. Obviously, the Senate can override that opinion.
And what would politics be without the press? Printing a daily newspaper to chronicle current trends of the mock political tides.
We're allowed to, as senators, send out press releases just like in the real newspaper, and they do interviews, and I think it's great that they can do it as quickly because I know at school we only have a newspaper once a month and they get one out every day, and it's really professional.
These students may not have solved world issues, but they seem to have a better grasp.
Career start. He's 4-0 with a .63 ERA in his last 4 starts. Now got 8 wins,